That means I have to behave myself and not use any bad words, right?
That's right. No bad words.
Well, since my air conditioning in my car is not working real well, bad words were what I was thinking about this morning.
Oh, I bet. I bet. Well, today we were lucky. It was when I was out this morning, it was only like 85 degrees instead of the 90 something that it has been that time of day, in the past few couple of weeks. So,
Yeah, I think it's a little cooler here today too. Let me see here. That's the wrong, but it is. Yeah, it only feels like 93 instead of 114. So, the heat index is way down. It's still damp and humid outside, but not like it's been. It's been like cutting water when you went out the door.
oh,
Um,
yuck. Uh,
yeah.
Hi,
Hi,
Journey.
Journey. And now it's due to feel wet again here in a few minutes, but the it'll be later on this afternoon. See, it's over in New Orleans right now,
Yeah,
which is our normal. It rains every day here, but usually it comes in June.
right.
So the heat index can still get well into 120 and 130, but not consistently all the time like this. Usually the winds off the ocean will cool us down a little bit. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Oh, goodness.
yeah, right
Hi, Sharon.
now it's just unreal. Hi, Cheryl.
We're glad you're here.
We're just kind of hanging out for a few minutes while everybody gets in, but then we have some things to show you.
Yep.
I went to the store, so I'm prepared. I have got 3 pages covered. Need more ideas. Ah, okay.
Well,
Well,
we're gonna hope
yeah, we're
hope
hoping
we
for
can come up with
ideas,
some.
but I won't run out of Mod Podge for another month or two. Hi, Mindy.
Hi,
Oh,
Mindy. Glad you're here.
hi,
Oh, hi,
Janet.
Janet.
Well, shall we go ahead and start?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you big, and you can go ahead and
Okay.
talk about your pretty.
Okay, my fun thing I got.
Yeah.
I had to go, guys. You knew I told you I was out or almost out. I mean, I don't think I could fill my bottle up again with what I had left. And this morning, when I opened up my email, I had a coupon from Joann's, and I actually had two 50% off coupons at the same time, which doesn't very often happen. So, um, luckily, I had to because mom needed something, and it's pretty pricey. She needed something for the embroidery she's doing. So I went. So this $30 bottle of Mod Podge cost me $19. Just so that's, but it won't last a real long time. This is about the fourth one I've bought since I started my channel. Um, but and I got mom's stuff. I got the needles and the things she needed, and then this was in the clearance aisle. And this is, I'm not going to take it out because I'm going to have to fight to get it out of here. But this is a fancy one. My other one just makes a rounded corner. This one makes an inverted rounded corner or a ticket corner, and it makes this pretty fancy corner.
So now you can
And
have fancy smancy corners.
I can have fancy smancy corners, and not only that, I can have fancy smancy corners um on heavy chipboard, because this thing will
Yeah.
punch corners on chipboard and tags and stuff. It's not the normal corner rounder though. The normal corner rounder was not on sale. It
Well,
was in
that
the clearance
figures.
aisle. Oh yeah,
I mean,
but
you didn't need one, so it was okay. But I
right,
was going to
right.
go out there and look, but I won't.
But it's not in the clearance aisle. The thing of it is, this one was $12.97, but Joann's today has 40% off of all of their red tag clearance stuff. So I actually got this for a little over $7.
That's a wonderful, wonderful
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, and since I didn't need, nor do I ever need fancy smancy corners, um, this one was a good buy. Now, the new Fancy Smancy Corner one, because they have a new one on the We Are Memory Keepers aisle. First off, it has white handles, and it has a ugly, boring corners that are square. So, in other words, it comes up to a corner and then it just squares it off. Like let me fold this one because it's more like that. I'm like, huh? Okay. But
How is that an improvement?
that's just not all that cool. It's not even enough of a corner to say the top of a tag.
Yeah.
If it had a little more bite to it where it took off the top of a tag or something, I get it. But I was like, huh? So, anyways, if you
Hi,
want
Sherry. Hi, Barbara.
if you
Glad
want
y'all are here.
a fancy one, they have Fancy Smancy ones, and they were good to buy. So I did pretty good because I got two 50% off coupons. So I got Mom's roll of interfacing, which was $20 or so for 10, and I got my Mod Podge for half price. And then I got that crocodile, which was cool. I didn't look a lot because I had to go. Also had to go to Everman's, which is our health food store. I needed the beet and a turnip, and um, Jeffrey tried to get them at the grocery store yesterday and couldn't get. He said he wouldn't buy what they had, so um, I had to go get those two things I wanted, and so I knew to get back in time. So okay, go to you.
At Joanne's journey. She got
Oh
it at
yeah,
Joanne's.
I found that at Joann's, but like I said, it is not the normal one like I have that does a half inch and a quarter inch round corner. That one was not on special, but the fancy one was. Now they actually have one that makes a pretty lacy type corner, I believe, and I would really like that one, but I don't need it, so I'm not going to go buy it. But if it's on the clearance and then it's 40% off the clearance, And then, like I said, I had two. When I opened my text message this morning, I had two 50% off coupons. So, okay,
this was
Lisa.
definitely the day you were supposed to go, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had to go this morning, even though I'm supposed to be working. But Joanne's had those deals this morning. So,
Yeah.
and hi, Barbara
Well,
and Sherry and Cheryl and Mindy, and if I missed anybody.
I got a what not to do, or at least pay better attention than I did thing. I ordered this. It's something similar to this, except it's this peacock blue turquoisey color. And I ordered it off of Amazon thinking it was like this. But it holds about 1/3 the amount that this does, but costs the same price. So pay attention when you order stuff, or you're going to end up with a lot less than you thought you were ordering. And I don't know how it compares. I got it for that Digi Journal kit that I'm working with. And so I haven't opened it to see what it's like and how it compares. But I was shocked when it came and it was tiny like this. That wasn't what I was expecting. But I didn't read where it told me how much was in there. It just, showed this round circle. And so you didn't know that it was just a little bit.
Well, luckily,
So
you don't need more than a little bit with that stuff most of the time. But at the same
that's true.
time, it's like it's aggravating to find that it was just such a tiny little bit.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing I got in the mail today, I ordered this off of Etsy from Victorian Gypsy Girl. It's victoriangypsygirl.etsy.com, and she had it discounted when I ordered it. I don't know if it's still discounted or not, but I've never had any sari silk ribbon, and I've always wanted some. And so this is it looks like it's avocado dyed or onion skin dyed. It's that kind of colors. And they're not always a certain size, but they're about like this. So it could be, torn in half easily
Mm-hmm.
and used. Anyway, I've always wanted some. So I got this hank of it since it was on sale. So now I can dye some of it other colors. And anyway, I'm looking forward to getting to play with that. So, hey,
Yeah,
Santa, I'm
of
glad
course,
you're here.
the sari silk I have is twisted into yarn. It's actually spun kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I haven't ever broke it out to play with it.
And you could, I think you could, well, here's another showing of how thick it is. So it's
Oh
wide enough
yeah.
you could split this. This is 50 yards. So I could easily get 100 yards out of it using it the way we normally use it. Or, I could use it like to put pages together
Yeah, if you used it to
this
put
wide.
pages together, you'd want it that full width because it's probably not as strong as.
Yeah, yeah. But I like that I have the option of using it wide.
Or narrow. Yep.
Yeah. And so
And
I
it's a
was happy.
beautiful color.
It is. It's really pretty. And it's just neutral enough that you can dye it and it'll still be pretty,
Yep.
which
Can
made me
I
happy.
can I ask and be nosy? How much was it?
It was let me figure it here. By the time I paid shipping and stuff,
Yeah.
it ended up being $12.99.
Oh my gosh, that's nothing.
I
Really
know.
and
I
truly,
was really
that was.
excited. She says she was selling it, and I think she was selling it for $10, and then I got my discount for $1.50, and shipping was $3.50, which was made it $12, and then tax was 99 cents, so it ended up being $12.99.
Uh huh.
So I was pleased with that price. That was
Yeah.
cheaper than I've ever seen it. When I've looked at it before.
Right. Right. So that
But
was a good price.
it's been a while since I looked at it. But anyway, that was a price that made me happy. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Victorian Gypsy Girl on Etsy. Um, but anyway, so I also went to a thrift store, but I'll make a little video on that. We don't need to take up time looking at that stuff.
Okay, because I want to see, but I'll wait until you
Oh,
make the video.
okay. Well, I can
I'll
show
wait.
you. It won't take long. If you don't mind another 5 minutes, then I don't have to do a video.
Well, I don't mind another 5 minutes anytime, but you.
Okay. How about the rest of you? Are y'all okay with me going ahead and showing my um,
Hi, Janice.
thrift store stuff? Hi, Janice. I'm sure they're going to say yes, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out.
Yep. Uh huh. Yep. Yep. Uh huh. We like thrift store stuff. We like thrift store stuff a lot.
A lot.
A lot. Mhm. Oh my gosh. Look at that book, guys. Oh, look at that book. Mindy, you bought a couple sari silks, Mindy? If that's the case, we'll have Lisa show you how to open that sari silk.
Okay, what'd she say?
She says, I bought a couple, but haven't figured out how to open them yet. So I'm not sure. And Cheryl says, show us, please. So,
Okay. Well, what I went looking for was paper that was heavier than copy paper that I could do my marble dyeing on to put pages in the journal I'm making with that digital set. And I found this, but that's the only paper I found that was what I was looking for. So I do have some, but I was hoping for more than that. Anyway, I found this book,
cool.
which I didn't even
I
know
was gonna
that.
say, you're almost out of, yeah, okay. There you
I
go.
didn't even know they made these books. So it was 50 cents or 65 cents in Canada. And I don't, it doesn't have a date on it. So I don't know.
Hi, Julie and Sana
Oh,
and
no,
Ruth and anybody I missed. I'm sorry. Hi, Holly.
1959. So it does have a date.
Uh-huh.
It also has marker.
Marker. Uh-huh.
But I thought even if all I used was the cover, I just thought it was
I was
cool.
gonna say the cover is cool.
And it was 27 cents. So,
Oh, cool.
and then I got this book, which is a New Standard Encyclopedia, but I got it mostly for the cover because
That's
it has
gorgeous.
a
Yeah.
gorgeous leather cover.
Mhm.
And it's torn up, inside, but
Mhm.
the cover is still in good shape. And there's lots of pictures and stuff in it. So it's got, paper that I'll use. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's going to go to
Mhm.
waste, the insides, but that was 57 cents. And then they have their
Oh,
books that are not 27 or 57. They have prices on them. So this field guide was $1. And I was going to see if it told me when it was. 1967 is when this one was printed, but it's actually a hardback. So
my field guides around that time frame are hardbacks too. Um,
this
but
is the first one I think I've got from back then. So
yeah, we keep those in the camper because they're so much better than the new one, honestly.
yeah. Anyway, I was excited to find that.
Mhm.
And then I got some envelopes, and these are 4 3/4 by 11. That's a weird size, but anyway, there's like I think about 30 in here.
That's so that you can fold an 8.5 by 11 sheet long ways. It's for sending legal documents, I think.
Yeah, I've just never seen them.
Uh-huh.
Um,
But they're cool.
but they're cool. Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
size number 12.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
found
the one
this,
I'm like, "Oh, oh, oh."
and this one was marked $2, and I happily paid $2 for it, even though that's a rare thing for me to do happily. But
Oh, that's beautiful.
I just thought it looked like a really cool book, and it kind of gives you some
Well, and the fact that
how tos.
You and Hannah are going to do some watercoloring,
Exactly.
it's another thing to reference.
Anyway, I was excited about that. I think that'll be fun to look through. I haven't shown it to her yet
Yeah.
because it'll
Joey,
be like that Psalms book that I showed her, and it's still in her room.
uh-huh.
she,
Yeah,
she says, "Oh, Mom, I've got to use this because I want to make some illuminated scriptures." So I'm
uh-huh.
like, okay. Um,
Joey, she and Hannah are gonna be doing some watercoloring. So, quite frankly, I think they're going to use the book like a study guide, not so much
yeah,
taking it apart.
right. I think I'm gonna, at least at first, that's what we'll do with it.
Is
Who
that?
knows about the future?
Oh, I am so. That is not what I'm jealous about, but yeah, that's nice. But yeah, um,
This
yeah.
I don't even know. This is for paper for printmaking and drawing. It's black paper. There were 4
Ooh.
sheets in here, but it's arches,
Mm-hmm.
acid free, 100% cotton, and they were for $2.42. So I bought a
Yeah.
couple of them and gave Hannah one. I
Okay.
don't know what I'll do with it, but
Joey says using a book like a book. Oh, oh,
no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, oh, I love
Oh, and then
that.
I got this big bag of lace,
Ooh.
and it said $4, but it was on sale for $3. So I'm
Wow.
not going to open it up and dig through it right now,
No,
but it anyway.
it's got
I
some
was
pretty
excited about that too.
Yeah.
And I got me a big pan to dye papers in for
Um,
$3.
is
It's
that
a
a cake pan? Is it deep?
it's a huge cake pan. Yeah,
Okay, turn it over and let me see the name brand on it.
I don't know if it has one.
I bet it's Nordic wear. And and
I
you
don't know.
can
It
type.
doesn't. I don't see a name on it anywhere.
Okay.
But it's like for making birthday cakes, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I got it for $3.
Cool.
So
Yes, she
then I
has
got this.
Barbara. She has a fabulous thrift shop. I am so jealous because our thrift shops do not have that kind of good stuff. course, I haven't been to a thrift store since, February.
And I saw this, it said $1.91, and I thought, that is a great price, but what on earth am I going to do with this behemoth?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I still don't know what I'm going to do with it. But when I opened it up and it had paper inside,
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
I said,
mm-hmm.
okay, well, I have to buy it. And I don't know. Maybe I'll use that paper and do journal pages on it or something. I don't know.
Well, the other option is you can take and cut that cover down.
That is true.
And you can cut the cover down to half size, and then use the brackets to hold papers in.
Yeah.
And that would make a fabulous journal that you could add pages to.
And it'll go up.
Yeah, it'll go 2
all the
inches.
way up to here. So
yeah.
Anyway, for $1.91, I thought that was a pretty good deal, even though I don't know for sure what I'm going to do with it.
Oh yeah, I'd have been buying it for the paper.
But well, I did. That's basically why I bought it, because I didn't know what to do with the cover. But but that is a heavy board.
Yeah,
It'd take a saw.
It's going to take a saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or a husband with very, very, very patient skills with a box knife.
Yeah, I think he would rather run it through the table saw, I think.
Yeah, well, if he's got a table saw, mine doesn't have a cut table saw, and he can't cut a straight line. So,
Anyway, that was my...
Barbara wants to go shopping. Yes, we did. We shopped, and both of us shopped. And tonight, my Dollar Tree haul will be up. So,
yay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's Dollar Tree, and I saw nothing there that I wanted.
Well, I had to go out with Mom Monday. Yeah, Monday. But my schedule was full for this week with our same 6 Wednesday thing and all that stuff.
Right.
So it ended up coming up. I didn't get it done either, so I think it's supposed to come up tonight after we get off.
Hi, Joyce. Hi, Sharon. I'm glad y'all are here. Anyway, y'all probably saw my Happy Mail video from Mary 2, but I took these out of that Happy Mail stuff to use on my today in here on one of these, 2 or 3 of these, whatever. Hi, Santa.
I want to go thrift store shopping with Lisa too. She always finds fabulous deals, and her store sells books at a reasonable rate. The stores around here, they want too much money for their books. Well,
I have 2 of the places I go, unless they're having a sale, I won't buy books there because they're $2 or $3 a piece.
Yeah.
The Goodwill and the Salvation Army, both have expensive books, but the Downtown Women's Center, the ones that sponsor charities in town that are not national like those 2 are, they have cheaper prices for their books. So
well, and my store that I really liked over in Milton apparently has gone out of business. I don't know. I've emailed them and I haven't gotten a message back. So I really love this, but it doesn't have a single full image. They're all...
No, it would have to be on the corner looking at something else, or...
Yeah, and I have this other one the same way. But I'm thinking about doing something with one of these.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Barbara, she got some gorgeous butterflies from Linda. They were pretty, pretty, pretty.
Yeah. I got 2 of these, which made me happy because I can put one of them in my everything book, and then I've still got one to use here. And then these 2 other ones. They're nice big ones too. Okay, I need to find my other, because I didn't cut anything.
Oh, I haven't cut anything either. I have half my background pages are not done yet. So I'm I'm still trying to figure that stuff out.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Well, I don't know where my um, fairy that I was going to put
Uh-oh.
on this page went. I thought
Hi,
she was on top of
of the
these
page.
other
Hi, Fran.
things. Hi, Fran. We're glad you're here. Oh, good.
I
Here
was
she is.
supposed to get to go with Lisa, but then I didn't get to go. So
Well, someday. You're
yeah,
still going to come someday when
maybe
all this
next
nonsense is over.
maybe next spring when it's cold.
There you go.
Um, that's what we're kind of thinking is maybe next spring when it's cold.
Well, that sounds, I'll be here. I never go anywhere.
Okay, I am thinking.
Hi, Holly. We're glad you're here. Okay, I'm listening.
I think I'm going to try putting these two things together on a page because of the colors kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And the style of the flower is similar
Right.
too.
The flowers are kind of similar, and so I'm thinking about those two together. Then I'm just thinking maybe this I can cut this bird out and just do maybe like a base along with just one of these and a bird and maybe a butterfly to go with it. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Don't know yet. So my brain cells are not real together either. I was up late again last night with work. So
I'm sorry.
oh well,
I
that's
got to
okay.
bed nice and early, but then I couldn't go to sleep.
Oh, well, that's standard procedure. I never can go to sleep when I go to bed early.
Well,
This one is
I have a hard time anytime, but I felt like I was really tired. I thought, oh, I think I can go to bed early tonight. No, I
mm-mm.
laid there, just laid there. Finally, Darren came to bed and I said, good night, honey. He was like, you're still
um,
awake? I'm like, yes, I can't go to sleep with my head hits the pillow like you.
Journey. I have 3 pages done. Three pages done. That's all I've gotten done. I have. Let's see here. One, two, three, four backgrounds done.
Well,
Oops,
I
maybe
have
five.
backgrounds on all 20 of
Five.
mine, but I only
Yes.
have like 3 pages finished.
Yeah.
So,
And I swore I did something with one of these, and I can't find it.
oh, I don't know if you did or not, but that is lovely.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to do something with that.
That is
And
beautiful.
I thought I'd try to get some bases. I may have 6 backgrounds done, but I thought I'd try to get some bases done. Um, the thing is,
Yeah,
I don't want to
you
just
have to use that one somewhere.
yeah, I don't want to just stick it on a page though. I'm thinking about, taking it and having just it up the sides or some such thing.
Yeah.
And of course, I have this little piece of this one left that has to get on something.
Oh, Sona's puppy dog has got an infected paw.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, honey.
Let's see here. Okay, I know I did something with that. See, things are lost. I have lost the covers for my, there's some more stuff. Okay. I have lost the covers for my art journal. I mean, lost. Let's see, I have this page, so I don't want to just do this napkin over again.
Yeah.
But you know what? Might be fun to do those and cut them out and raise them up or something. I don't know yet. This is one of those I don't know projects, guys. I just don't know. So
Well, I'm adding a little bit of length to this body because it didn't have a head or
Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah,
and some
feel better,
antenna.
puppy. And I love this bird, but I don't know. I don't know. So let's start with
I'm
this
definitely
one.
going to have to get some words before we finish this because some of these, like this one, I
Yeah,
think it's finished, but it needs some words.
I mean, it's like they're not finished because they don't have any
Purpose.
purpose, or something about them is just
Yeah. But I'm through with the art. So it's got to be words. That's got to be what's
Yeah,
left.
that's it. That's that's the thing. That's got to be what's left.
Same thing with this one.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to add anything else to it except it needs words.
hmm I agree. So, and I haven't figured out what words I want yet. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like them to kind of have some kind of, I don't know,
Theme or something.
theme or something. Yes, theme or something.
Okay. As y'all can tell, we're just doing and we don't know for sure anything.
That's
Hi,
right.
Kendra. She got up out of the bed all by herself. Yay, Kendra!
Yay! Oh, that's so good. And she got in the truck the other day.
Yeah, she's making real progress. I'm
I
so
was going to
happy.
say, I'm so happy to hear these things.
And I'm praying every day for you to continue making progress speedily because I know you're ready to get back to your life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Kendra, more than 15 minutes, then you can do something and have fun. Play with us. Oh dear, my scissors keep going. The scissors I like keep going to other places. And I can't find them. There they are. You know how things just do that? I don't know why, but they just do that. So,
Well,
and then,
mine, it's usually my fault
oh,
that they've disappeared because I moved them.
these are it's my fault. Nobody comes in here and takes my scissors. I can guarantee you that Jeff won't come in here and take a pair of scissors because he had to buy me. We weren't even married yet, and he took a pair of scissors off of my sewing table and cut a credit card in half with it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh
Wasn't
yeah.
even just paper.
No. He cut a credit card in half with it. And I made him drive all the way to town, buy me a new pair. And at the time, gingers could only be bought in one place in town. And when he found out how much money they were, so he would
And he
he would
still
bring.
married you.
Oh yeah, he married me. Um, yeah, he's just he now if he's got like a rag or something and he wants to cut it, it's like a piece of fabric. He won't even
Yeah.
come in and take a pair of scissors and cut fabric without saying, "What can I cut? What scissors can I use?" So, hi Anna. And Sharon's here. Hello, Sharon. And guys, I don't know if we've missed people. I'm sorry. We're sometimes we're not very good about that.
But we
Um,
try. Hi, Anna. We're glad you're here. I love this napkin,
uh-huh.
but
I do
it's hard
too.
to know what to do with it now.
Yeah, that's with some of them, that's how I feel. It's like, okay, so now what do I do with it? So,
Yeah.
and okay, if I had in the first place made in my mind, okay, I'm just going to take these napkins and put them on paper and call them good. You know, that's what I'm doing with it. That would have been one thing, but that's, not in my mindset. So
Right. The plan was to use them, not just show them off.
that's right. And I guess maybe we're you know, overthinking it maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyhow, you know how this has green all the way around it. I am not trying to cut it all off because I know that will not happen. So I am leaving green all the way around it on purpose.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Just like, and I wish I knew why my finger hurts so bad. It's been hurting for 2 weeks now. Oh, and I had a lovely little scare yesterday morning.
Lab accident is Anna, friend.
Yep. And hi, Cindy. Candy. It's Candy, not Cindy. Sorry, can't read.
Hi, Candy. We're glad you're here, even if we're calling you the wrong name.
No, I scratched my back. I have this spot where my shingles come up. And I've had shingles 3 times, guys. So.
Oh, goodness. I've had it once, and that was plenty.
Yeah, well, I've had it 3 times. I can tell you when it's coming up. So I reached around and scratched my back yesterday, and I thought, oh, no. And I yanked my shirt up, and I looked, and I'm like, I ran and I got Jeff, and he said, yep, you got a rash. And I'm like, oh, my word. No, 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 no. I just can't deal with a set of shingles right now. I said, okay, I need you to get I have Benadryl. I keep Benadryl because bugs they just love me. And so he gets the Benadryl and he sprays me real good. And I'm like, and he goes, well, are you calling a doctor? I said, well, she's new. She doesn't know that when I get shingles in that spot, I know I have shingles in that spot. And I said, plus it could be a bug bite. Well, by last night it had gone down, so apparently it was a bug bite, I cannot tell you how much of a relief that was.
Oh, I bet. It's like, I'm so glad to be wrong.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh yes, okay. That made me happy to be wrong. I was like, yep. Okay, I
Candy
think
says everybody always calls her Cindy, so she's used to it.
he's used to it. Oh, poor thing. Oh dear. Okay. So I put that there, and then I put this there. That's going to come through that. Or do I want to put that on top of that? I think I want to put that on top of that. Yeah, Okay.
Hi, Julie. It is terrible pain, Julie. I agree. It's like somebody is shooting electricity through needles.
Yeah. I will tell you that it was not fun. I had it when Brandon was in kindergarten. All the kids had gotten chicken pox, and I somehow managed to pick up shingles, and that was the first time. And then I've had it twice. Once when we were in Nebraska, and then once when we were in South Dakota. And what was really odd was when Brandon got it in the 5th grade.
He got shingles?
Yep. And when I took him to the doctor, she said, yeah. She said, kids get shingles all the time. I said, I have never heard of kids. She said, we're seeing it more and more because the kids don't, and Brandon never did. He never had chicken pox. She said the kids don't get the chicken pox, and so they end up getting shingles. And I'm like, oh, luckily I had seen it before. And so I had run him in right away. And so it was not horrible bad. It was just, he did real well. He got over it quickly, and my fans are blowing everything around.
Thank you, Holly. Okay.
Okay.
I think I intended to put one of these on this page.
When I had it the first time, I couldn't lift my arm up for months and months and months. It was like stuck. It was like, no. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do to this page.
Anna, chickenpox is different than shingles. Shingles is usually concentrated in one area.
Yeah.
Whereas chickenpox kind of gets all over you.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very, very different. Chickenpox are just little spots. Shingles are actually more like blisters, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It does a different thing, and it's more muscular. Chickenpox is kind of like on your skin. Shingles, but they're related to one another. That is why
it's the same kind of virus that produces them.
It's a similar
but shingles
virus.
Is also like it gets your nerves.
Yes, it attacks the nerve endings.
So you constantly have your nerves just on edge.
On fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. And used to be children didn't get it a lot. It usually happened to adults, and usually older adults.
Yeah, people who had chickenpox when they were young, usually.
Yes, usually people who had chickenpox when they were young. Now that was a pretty decent ghost print, but I've torn it up. So. And I don't know if this has a second layer on it or not. Let's see, where's the leftovers? Because that would, what did I do with the leftovers? I must have gotten rid of them. Okay.
It is agonizing pain. Yes, it is. When I said it feels like your nerves are on edge, I just meant they're constantly, it's like they're constantly poking you with electric needles. That's the only thing I can think of that would describe. I've never been poked with an electric needle, but I'm sure that's what it would feel like if I had.
Let's just put it this way. I wouldn't wish shingles on anybody.
Me either.
And they now make a vaccine for it. But the last time I had them, they sort of save that vaccine for older people because their shingles are so hard on people. So I think I'll just set that aside and Mod Podge it in a minute. And I had 2 pox, Anna, when I was a kid, and all the other kids got chicken pox. I had 2 pox. And that was kind of an odd thing, but that's the way it went. So, all right. So now we have this one that we're thinking about. Well, this is kind of weird. It doesn't fit, so I either have to cut them out individually. I don't know about that one. That one's just making me have nervous breakdown.
We'll put it aside. We don't want you to have a nervous breakdown.
You know, part of it is I just can't make a decision about these things. They just don't really. Uh-oh, stop. They just don't really tell me what they want to do yet. It's part of the problem.
Wow. When I had it, my brother was 6 months old, and I was about four, a little over four. And so we both got it. You know, and um, he didn't have as bad a case as I did, which is good because, at four, you can sort of understand that there's something going on. As a 6 month old baby, you would just be miserable and have no clue why nobody could help you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as bad for him, and I'm glad about that. But my sister wasn't born then, and so um, she she didn't get them, because she wasn't around at that time. And then my mom, she was around kids over and over and over who got chicken pox or had it, and she never ever got them. I mean, she babysat kids, she did all kinds of things, and never got the chicken pox. And then when she
Oh
was
no.
16, she got them, and we have no idea who she got them from.
Oh dear.
It was like, where did this come from? We had decided she was probably just immune to it, but um,
Well, and
evidently not.
uh, when my sister and I had them, we both had so few pox, and then my baby sister was tiny, like you said, like a baby, and oh, listen, look at this. This is interesting. Okay, this is totally different than this side. I like that. Maybe I
Yeah,
will use this napkin twice.
I liked that too, but I haven't used it at all yet because I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay, question.
Yep.
What do you think? Do you think I should put the flour in one of either of these, or just the flour, or find something else to put on there besides the flour?
Okay, I don't like it with both. So
Well, I
let's
didn't
pick.
want both. I just want
Yeah,
them both there for you to look at.
just pick one and then take it the other one away. Okay. Now turn the flour so that where your thumb is more down.
Well, this got a stem right here.
Oh, it has a stem. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, because
I could do the stem coming, but see, I
I
could
was
just take the stem off.
yeah, I was trying to make the orange part open up towards the dragonfly, which I really like. See, see now the flower kind of points towards the dragonfly, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make
Okay.
sense? Either one.
Okay.
Which one do you like? What does
I
everybody
like
else
them
think?
both.
You like them both. Okay. Well, that's all it
I don't
makes.
like them both together, but I like either one of them just as well as the other. Let's put it
Okay.
that way.
All right.
So, what do you think? Dragonfly or butterfly?
That one's up to you because I like them both. Have you used any dragonflies?
I
You
haven't.
might
I don't think. I'll have to
then
look, but I don't
you
think I
might want
have.
to use a dragonfly just because you haven't used one.
Yeah. Of course, I've still got 16 pages that I can put dragonflies on.
Dragonfly. Yeah, it's true. Yep, yep. All right. So where does this come down? Let's see here. Oh, right about there will do. Yep, yep. Okay, so I got that, which is really pretty. Now then, let's see here.
Um, I think I like that dragonfly that I just showed you, but I'm going to ink up a green one and put on there and see if
See what
This is
happened?
not as delicate. This is
Mhm.
a stencil, so it's not as delicate as that stamp. And I don't like it quite as well for that reason. But this is not a delicate little page, so
No, it isn't. Uh-huh. Oh, I kind of like that one. You know why? Because it is less detailed because the rest of the page has not got a ton of detail in it.
yeah.
And Lisa Jameson says she likes the butterfly. So, and hi Lisa.
We're glad you're here.
Mhm. Okay.
I don't know. I think I'm going to glue the flower down and think about the others some more.
Okay. Okay, I got them out. Now what did I do with them? Oh, things just keep getting up and leaving town. I have them in a I had tissue paper stamped butterflies and dragonflies and stuff before we ever started. And of course I cannot find them. Now I had them this morning in that big old pile of mess I had before we got on live. And there goes another siren. I don't know what the deal is. There they are.
I think I like the green. Um, Even though the only place there's that green on here is in the flower and a little bit where the yellow crosses over, because this is kind of a bluish green, really.
Mm-hmm. But
But
I like the green and the dragonfly.
I'm thinking I might want one of these dragonflies
Okay.
because this one, I don't know. It just looks clunky.
Okay. Lisa says, "Help her out, peeps. What do you like?"
I'm
Well,
gonna
and
make it a little
I don't know
less
about everybody,
clunky.
Julie,
So
but when mine come back, they come back in the same exact spot. I can guarantee if I'm going to have them, that's where they'll come up. The last time I had them, they weren't actually coming through the skin yet. When I went into the PA that we had, and I told her, they're there, and I can guarantee they're there, and I need medicine. And she said, well, and I said, I'll be back next week. And she said, okay. And then she called the doctor in because, that. And the doctor said, well, have you put your hand on it, Christy? And Christy said, no. And she touched my back, and it's hotter. It gets hot. Even though it hadn't come through the skin yet, it was hot. So, anyhow, I was really, really glad it was bug. I don't mind being bit by a bug if that's the case.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think I made it a little bit better now.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. Yes.
Lisa says she changed her mind. Use the dragonfly.
There she is.
Okay.
Okay. Ah,
And Fran says she likes most things with book pages on them. So
Yeah, we like book pages too.
yeah, we do.
I think I better cut that out because I
I
have
think I'm going to put some
that's gonna.
stuff under his wings to make him stick up a little bit, though.
That's what I've been doing with mine.
Well, then it must be the right thing to do.
Well, I don't know, but that's what's making me happy. Jeff was so happy that he got his Jeep back yesterday. He was just happy. He was afraid he was going to be without it again. I said, honey, he had called and told him he'd bring it in for, yesterday afternoon and that they could have it, because he can't take it anywhere. And I said, well, honey, I said, there's no reason we can't run it up there at 7:30 in the morning. And he said, well, I guess there isn't. And I said, let's just get it up there, and that way they have it when they need it. And he went to my mom's to work on the yard and got rained out. And when he come home at lunch, it was before lunchtime, he says, they've either worked on my Jeep or something because it's been moved, and now it's backed into the spot that it was in before. And I said, well, get your shower and call him out and ask him. Well, he hadn't even gotten showered when the guy called us and said, it's ready. Okay. We're going to just put that one on there like that. Friend says it's a phase she's in. Well, I guess it's a good phase. Oh, Julie, I stamp on tissue paper all the time. Now, you can stamp on the back sides of the napkin, but I don't like it. I don't like stamping on it. One of the things I'll tell you about stamping on tissue paper, though, is to make sure you have scrap paper underneath you, because whatever you stamp on, this is going to go through. It'll bleed right through to the back side. And you want to use a permanent ink if you're going to use Mod Podge to adhere it. So those are just FYIs. But I stamp on tissue paper all the time because that way they're stamped. I don't have to, worry about getting all my stamps out like right now and have it on hand right here. And the other thing is this is not smooth. So you know what happens when you stamp on something that's not smooth is that it doesn't stamp real well. So I stamp on tissue paper. We actually had a swap way, way, way back in the day of stamped images. It's been at least a year, I think, since we did that. The butterfly's going on this other one. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I think I need something pretty bold.
To go on that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm thinking either this hummingbird or this bright pink flower, or maybe both.
No, that might be cool.
You sound a little dubious.
Well, it will be real easy to cut that. Oh, you know what?
What?
I'm going to change my mind. I have one of those hummingbirds, I think, and that would be really pretty three-dimensional on this blue page. I'm pretty sure I got one of those hummingbirds. I'm sure. Let me look. Because you could easily, yeah, put that on cardstock and then cut it out and make it easy to cut out.
Yeah, I
And
think
look at
that's
how
what I'm gonna do.
now then, but would it get lost on this page?
I don't think so.
Especially since if I put it on cardstock, it will be white behind it.
Right. So it'll stay bright.
Yeah. So I think it'll be pretty. I think that's what I'm going to do on this page. I don't think I'm going to put the dragonfly. Although the hummingbird and the dragonfly will be about the same size. Um, a beige colored tissue paper as well as white. Yes, Julie. And we use pattern paper all the time, which is really pretty to rubber stamp on. I've actually got some images stamped on pattern tissue. Would you turn the book page covered card brown before die cutting letters or afterwards? Well, it depends on
Depends
what.
on how you're going to turn it brown.
Yeah, and how you're going to use them, Fran. Because if you know already that you want them brown, then it might be easier to do it ahead of time. But if you don't know you already want them brown, then it might not. It might be better to wait. So that's the problem with that answer. It's kind of one of those. Kind of depends what you're going to do with it. Things. Okay, let's see here. We can cut this like so. Okay. Uh-oh, Julie's got to go work.
Okay. Have fun, Julie.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's cut some that weren't brown, and now she wants aged-looking letters. Well, then I
Do
might
you
turn
have
it brown.
brown ink? Something similar to this? Or, any kind of brown. It doesn't have to be this color brown. Walnut stain or vintage photo or any of those brown inks. Hi, Deborah. We're glad you're here.
And not only that, I need to know what struck her as funny so that she popped in. I really need to know what's funny.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Funny is good. Oh, I like this. This is a fun idea. I think that's going to be fun. Okay. So now I need Mod Podge. And I need to turn the fan off, I think, because I'm having issues with everything going away. Oh. And I turned the air conditioner down because I was so hot and now I'm cold. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, dear. Okay. Way back in the day, almost a year ago. Okay. Yeah, way back in the day, almost a year ago. Yep. It's been more than a year, I'm sure. Sure.
I tell you, the last 6 months has kind of run together, and so everything feels like it was way back in the day if it's before that.
Well, Jeffrey said to me the other day, he said, I'm going to take the motor home, and he was doing, standard maintenance. There's certain maintenance you're supposed to do to it every month, right? He goes, I'm going to go drive around the block. He says, it hasn't been moved in 5 months. And I said, oh, that can't be right. And so then we just figured it out, and it was 5 months. And it's like, oh my gosh, how could that have happened? But it happened. So he drove it
Hi,
around the
Tanya.
block. Hi, Tanya. Almost a year ago. Yep. Yep. That's.
Well, I probably told y'all this story before, but when Hannah was little, she asked me to tell her stories from back in the olden days. And I said, are you talking like back in the olden days when Grandma was a little girl or when Granny Woody was a little girl? Because Granny Woody is Grandma's mother,
Mhm.
my grandmother, her great grandmother. She goes, no, Mom, back when you were a little girl. I said, honey, that was not the olden days.
I like this one. Oh yes. We knew Hannah was good, but we didn't know she was that good.
And she was like 3
Uh-huh. Yep, yep,
back in the
yep,
olden days.
yep. Back in the olden days. Yep, yep. Hmm. Yeah, uh-huh.
She said, they seem olden to me.
Yeah. Well, I think I've told you guys about my having Granny here. Um, Brandon was in kindergarten, and one of his little friends, they were twins, and their grandma was the gym teacher at the elementary school, and the girls had been to the house several times and played with Brandon, and they just all got along really well. So one day, one of the girls says to me, she goes, when is Brandon's mama going to come to school and help? Because I was always at school helping. And I said, sweetheart, I am Brandon's mama. And she said, oh, you can't be. You have Granny here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got Granny here. I've had Granny here my whole life, I guess. Just, all right.
But trust me, I am his mother. I know.
I miss mommy. Yep, yep. I miss mommy. Uh-huh. Oh, too funny. All right, let's click. Oh, oops, oops.
What?
Oh, well, I just shoved my hand in my in my Mod Podge bottle in my brush water instead of for my rag because they're both in the same kind of container.
Ah.
And so then I dripped water everywhere. And I'm just glad I didn't shove my brush in there right before that, but that's
Yeah. Hmm. So where is my brush? Oh, there it is.
It wasn't in your brush water where you stuck your hand.
No, it wasn't. It was. I cleaned it with Murphy's Oil soap, so it's nice and protected.
And
Um,
softened. Oh my
and soft. Every
God.
once in a while, I do that. And I need to, this. I love this brush, so I'm trying to take care of it. I just threw away the one I was using when we first started this project because I've been using it for 2 years and or more, and it's got to the point where only the tip ends of it would move,
Well,
even though I left it in water all the time.
I guess leaving mine in water all the time is it looks pretty sad. What's really bad is I I noticed the other day that I've got to clean my water more often because it smelt. It's like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah,
Yeah, probably should clean it.
probably should clean it a little bit more. Yes, it's a little more often. Uh-huh.
Stinky's definitely a sign.
Tanya, we're going to bind them into a book. We both have had we're not sure exactly where we're headed with this thing issues, but we both know that we're going to bind them into a book. Now I'm leaving mine blank on the back so that they can be written on should you want to actually journal in this book. That was kind of my intention behind this book, so um, that's what I've done, but um,
I'm leaving mine blank on the back because I didn't want to have to mess with the backs.
there we go.
I don't know if I will journal on it or not. I'm not a big journaler, so the chances are good that I will not. But It will be available should I decide to.
Well, see, that's kind of how I felt about it. Oh, I'm losing my ear piece. So,
Ooh, I almost knocked my mouse on the floor.
uh-oh. I have to tell you that after having so much trouble with the sound Tuesday, I went right, moved my computer over, plugged my big headset in. It worked just fine. So I have no idea why it wouldn't work. It just irritates me to no end when I can't figure these things out.
It was tired. It was like, you just need to go home. You need to quit.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it was
guess
saying.
it was like, okay, let's not do that. Okay, whatever. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, I got that nice and wrinkly. That was just, it is nice and wrinkly. Oh
Well,
well.
it's a good thing you're not terribly offended by wrinkles.
That boy, I'd be in serious trouble. Oh my goodness. Oh, Frank's gotta go.
Bye bye, friend.
Bye,
Thanks
sweetie.
for coming in.
I missed her. I missed her going, but
Yeah, well, I was going to say, she's probably gone
yeah,
before we said anything. But it's hard to catch everything in the chat and still do anything.
yeah, it is. I think most people know that.
I think you're right.
All right, I have another piece that's supposed to go over there. That's why I've got pieces over here. All right, this piece is supposed to go in right
Ah,
here. Uh-oh, I heard, what's wrong? Are you okay?
well, my paper lifted up and I brushed right underneath it with the glue.
Uh-oh.
So I have to clean that because if I don't, it will glue my paper down.
Yep.
And that's not what I'm wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be sure I can get several of these birds cut
On
out of here
whatever.
if I choose to. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to put this one right here, and we'll see how it goes. Or if I have to put, and I might put another one over the top and 3D it later. I'll just see. This napkin is really interesting. It didn't suck up the Mod Podge very well. So I don't know if it's really sealed down. There we go. We'll just kind of do it twice. How's that sound?
that
I
works.
had to get a sandwich. Tanya, Lisa's pages are 7 inches tall by 7.5 inches across. My pages are 8 inches tall by 8.5 inches across. So they're a little different. It's kind of about what we were doing as far as the book pages went, and what we used as the back pieces, because I just used regular cardstock and Lisa used Bristol board. And it's sort of like what we had and how it worked out.
And the reason they're wider than they are tall is because we plan to bind them on the side.
Right. And the binding is going to use about a 1/2 inch kind of thing. It usually does anyways. And Tanya, like we said, we don't know what we're going to do with them. That's just, Okay, so I've got this piece that I glued down last Tuesday. Let's see about finishing that page up. Because if I finish a page, then I'll feel better about having done something. I was going to have these cut out and I didn't. So,
Yeah, me either. So they get to watch the ultimate excitement of fussy cutting.
that's right. Ugh. Which,
I don't mind watching people fussy cut, so I don't feel too bad about it.
oh, guys, I'm going to excuse myself just a minute. I got to see to something for work.
Okay.
I'll be back in just a minute. You can talk. I'm here.
All right. Well, I don't have much to say. It's hard for me to fussy cut and talk unless I'm already um, in the middle of telling something when I start. So, because my brain kind of gets stuck in fussy cut mode,
Oh, mm-hmm.
and I'm having a hard time telling for sure what of this is leaf and what is bird. So, hopefully, I did it right. I thought this was going to show up more than it does. So, I'm debating putting a little paint on it to knock everything back and then putting these on top. But I don't know if that might be too much.
Okay. I have a bead show going at the same time I'm doing this. That's the deal. So, and apparently there's a little confusion about something.
Alrighty, well, you just take care of it. It's no problem. Tanya, I think you should give it a go. I think you would enjoy it. I do think it helps though not to come at it with a definite idea of how you want your pages to look because um, sometimes that doesn't turn out like this. I love it, but it doesn't look like I wanted it to look. And I thought adding this bird with a white background on top of it would really make it show up more, and it really doesn't. So, um, yeah, napkins make wonderful backgrounds, and you don't even have to. I mean, you can even just use part of a napkin and do, other stuff on the page. You don't have to completely cover the page in napkin. Um, Most of mine I've completely covered, but there are a couple that I haven't, and Tanya has quite a few that she has fussy cutter napkins so that it's not covering the whole page.
Are you hearing my computer make that noise?
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not a big deal. It's
Okay.
not obtrusive.
I'll move. You're sure? I'll mute myself though. I
No,
can
it's
do
really
that.
not a problem.
Okay. Because
It,
let's see here. Oh well, and I'm not. We're not on your stream.
do
Uh.
what?
Oh, nothing. Just. uh, I forgot I wasn't on.
On your channel?
On my channel, and I was telling her. and it's like, okay. So I got to, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
It's just confusion. You know how that goes. Just total confusion. Oh, shush now. Shush. Ah, oh dear. Just confusion. My brain doesn't work totally, all the time. It just works part of the time.
Just part of the time. Intermittent.
Yeah, it is very intermittent. And it would have been easier had I just done this in the first place instead of using my phone because I was trying to type on my phone and that doesn't work so well.
No, I hate trying to do that. Tanya has many irons in the fire. The ding reminds
And
me to take a deep breath, she said.
okay.
So, see, it's got a
Breathe,
good purpose.
breathe. There you go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yep. Yeah, it's a customer I sent pictures to earlier about some beads that she wants that I've got a show going, but this is a customer where I'm just doing something through what do you call that? Through Messenger.
Messenger?
Yep, through Messenger
Yeah,
so that I can get her something that was in my kiln anyways and
but not in the show.
well, she's been on the show page, and I'm just not listing them because if she wants them, then I won't list them.
Yeah.
She's a good customer, and but she's at work too, I think, and so she's uh, so okay. I think I better ink around the edges on this one. You know what? Did I ink the edges of that last piece? Because if I didn't, I'm going to be mad at myself. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Okay. You don't have to be mad at yourself.
No, Tanya, this is a finished page. Just so you know, I've 3D'd some butterflies on there. This was a napkin. This was tissue papers. So we're kind of putting things together here and there, but
Yeah. And hers are more elaborate than mine.
I don't think so.
Here's mine. This was just a flower from another napkin I put on in a dragonfly. And then this is just a big butterfly added on. I'm going to add words later. This one has just the flowers fussy cut out and put on. And then I put some glittery stuff on the flowers and added a fairy. And this is the napkin with a butterfly and a dragonfly and a little, it's supposed to be a bee, but it looks like a wasp. And then this was one napkin, and this was another napkin. And then these were on tissue paper. And then I did a little doodling, and then I didn't like it, so I inked the whole page, and then I liked it better.
Yeah.
And then this was a napkin, and I added some little bumblebees, and then I painted some more of um, the little, what do you call those, hexagons, because there were a whole bunch of them that were white. So I painted some more of them. So that's all I've done on my pages. I like them, but they're not terribly elaborate. Now this one, I've got to do something to make the birds show up more. I thought that would be enough, but I don't think it is.
Oh, that's with the white behind it?
Yeah.
Huh. No, it doesn't show up very well.
No.
Huh. Okay, I wonder if you whitewashed the page around those birds a little bit. Now, I will tell you that this paint, this stuff, this white
Uh-huh.
from this company is not it. You can almost use it straight out of the bottle as a whitewash. I'll get some book pages I did with it so you can see
Okay.
what I'm talking about. They're here somewhere. I know they're here. I don't think they're lost with my book cover that's disappeared, but oh, here they are. Now then, let me see if I can find the actual page so you can see the difference from this same book. Yeah. Okay. Now I used a brush. I didn't use my finger, but this is the paint straight out of the bottle.
Okay.
Do you see how the difference is?
Yeah.
The it's thin. This white is thin, so when you just brush it across there, it kind of it whitewashes it. It's more than anything. And I'm wondering if you just whitewashed the around the birds that are on your page a little bit.
Well, I was thinking about, I wasn't planning to use white, but I could.
Mhm.
I was thinking about not whitewashing over these flowers,
Mhm.
but doing everything else.
Yeah, that would be.
And then putting these on top.
Mhm.
Um, I had planned to use something that was kind of tan rather than white, but
Oh, like okay. Well, your that peachy buff color that you've got,
yeah,
only watered down.
watered down. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I'm going to
watered
try
down.
that. If it's not good, then I will have learned something, right?
Well, try it like over that little man in the upper right hand corner, because that's one of the things that's making your bird not show up, is that some of the background is so strong.
Yeah. Okay, I need something to put the paint on. And of course, I've got stuff piled between me and the something.
Our chat has not moved hardly at all. I always wonder
No.
if it. I always wonder if it's stuck.
Are y'all still there? Somebody say something just so we know chat's not dead.
Not dead. Yeah. Um.
Because it's been 8 minutes since anybody said anything.
Yeah. That's. Yeah. Deborah and Violet both say they're working and lurking, so that's a good thing.
Okay. We don't mind you not chatting a whole bunch. We just want to make sure we're not talking to the air.
Mm-hmm. And Jana, if you're here, hello. We're glad you're here.
Okay. Brush.
Okay. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to put on here yet, but it's going to have several things. I think. Just
And Susie, see, I missed both of you being here, so I'm glad you said something.
yeah,
We're glad you're here.
yeah. We're very glad you're here, and Terry's here too. And
Okay, so we just got to complain once in a while, and we can find out who's here.
there you go. Terry's cutting up squash.
Ooh, that sounds nice. I like squash. Yellow or zucchini? Or some other kind.
I don't know, but Everman's had spaghetti squash today. I almost got one, but I didn't know what else I was fixing food wise for the next few days, and since I was in the store, I didn't want to buy something I wasn't going to use.
Yeah.
But I love spaghetti squash. We use it a lot when we've got it. Okay, so I think this is going to go like right in there. And I'm just going to maybe just.
She says both for dog food.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I
That
think
dog
I
gets
need this to.
that dog gets treated very well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Susie said she ordered that um, book that you were gifted the minute she saw it.
I probably would have too if I had seen it on somebody else's stream. I would have gone immediately to see if I
It was
could find it.
beautiful book. Terry says she has 12 dogs, I think. She has either 12 dogs or 12 squash. I am not sure which. One way or another, I'm sure she's cutting up a lot of squash because
Yeah,
12 squash is a lot of squash and 12 dogs is a lot of dogs. So
then that would need a lot of squash.
that would need a lot of squash. So whichever it is, it's a lot. That is when my Cuisinart would come out of the cupboard with its big fancy chopper blades. Back when I was canning and feeding Brandon, because of his allergies and we gardened and I canned constantly and everything. One year for Christmas, Mom got me the biggest Cuisinart she could find. And then within a couple of months, Cuisinart is one of the few you can order different kinds of parts for. So I got thick cutting blades and just all kinds of fun stuff so that I could cut uh, up stuff like pickles without cutting them by hand because you want to pickle a good quarter of an inch thick. You don't want it all skinny. So,
12 squash, 5 dogs.
aha. Mm-hmm.
What book? Lisa, I did a Happy Mail video, and it's Happy Mail from Mary 2. And I'll show the book there. I don't have it out here with me. It's in the house with Hannah at the
I was
moment.
gonna say Hannah's got it. She
She
absconded with it.
she did. I showed it to her, and I haven't seen it since. But at least I know she's treating it reverently, so I don't have to worry about it. But
That's right. Mm-hmm.
um, it's a Psalms of David, illuminated Psalms of David book.
But it's beautiful, Lisa. It's a absolutely beautiful book.
It is. It was a wonderful blessing and surprise. Okay. I'm kind of in a place where I probably should have a smaller brush.
There's one attached to your hand.
A smaller brush?
Yeah, it's called a pinky finger.
Oh, yeah, but I tried the finger method and it doesn't look the same. So
Aha. Okay. Well, yeah. I totally agree with that one. Uh huh. Uh-huh.
I do
Okay.
have a smaller brush somewhere. I can wipe off with my finger tool though.
Okay. There you go. Janet put the link to Lisa's Happy Mail video. Thank you, dear. Um,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
hmm. That's my silly computer doing that again. Okay.
Okay.
I was just checking on my show. I had it as full as I could get it anyways. That's usually what happens when I have a show like this where we're streaming in the afternoon. By the time I get up and finish the morning, my wall over on the group is as full as Facebook really lets me get it. I've been put in Facebook jail like 3 times before, so you have to be really careful with these bead shows that you don't put too many things on the wall too fast. So I had it pretty much as full as I can get it until dinner time anyways. So there we go. I think this is what I'm going to put on there. Now I need to find my little spongy, my poor sad little spongy, and my new one of these. And I'm going to ink the heck out of this page.
Okay. I'm going to use the dryer for a minute.
Okay. Oh, I was going to not do this over the table because it keeps eating my sponge. But it's so funny to watch Lisa's picture move and not hear anything. Okay, there's that. Of course, inking all my little parts and pieces makes a difference too. Still don't like it?
No, I've lost something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here they are. My little pop-up pieces here.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to pop these birds up too.
Yeah. Spoiled and rotten. Susie, I'm going to use the slip knot binding or single sheet binding, whichever you want to call it. There's a couple of tutorials on my page. That's what I'm going to use. We've used it before to do the crunchy books. It's designed specifically for heavier single sheets, and it works really well, and it's not hard to do. So that's what I'm going to do, and I think that's what Lisa plans, but we'll have to ask her.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do too.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you punch holes and you do a stitched binding.
It looks a little bit similar to a Coptic stitch, but it's
right.
not the same.
Yeah. Frankly, it's way easier than Coptic stitch, but I'm learning the Coptic stitch. I just
I forgot to ask Hannah.
That's all right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I think that you're correct, that it's my fault for binding it way too tight, but you know, and I agree that we both agree that that's what it is, but I thought since she's done more of it, maybe and I think it's actually kind of resting out a little bit.
Yeah.
I did not put it under a heavy book, but Susie, that if you look on my channel and look for slip knot binding or single sheet binding, I've done it a couple of times, and there's a couple of videos. Oh, blast. I took my glue across the room, too. I don't do that very often. I usually do not take my glue to the other room. Terry says she loves the puppies most days. Well, I can imagine most days would be the case. Lisa says that is a beautiful book, and she can see that you use some of the butterflies that she sent you. Yep. Janet just posted a link to that slip knot binding video. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, see, those are going to show up so much better now.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to be happy now.
Mm-hmm. See, and I did that, and now these don't show up very much. Don't like that.
When you use these pop-up things, do you put glue on top of the pop-up things or just use the sticky?
I usually do because the the pop, especially this stuff that I've been using, because this is just Dollar Tree foam mounting tape.
Yeah, and that's what I've got too. So,
and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna survive. So I usually put glue on top of sticky, and
I just didn't want to put so much that the sticky wasn't sticky.
Yeah, and I'm not liking that on there. They don't show up, just like Lisa's didn't. So
Yeah,
we'll just put it aside and do something different. I know what I'll do. I'll use those. I'm going to do this one, and
black ones would be pretty on there.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, or book page ones maybe.
Yep.
Where are those? Where did I put those? Those are, let's see, right here. And maybe this, like, oh, I've got this thing I need to finish too. All I got to do is just stick that on there. Maybe this great big one.
Yeah, that shows up real well.
Okay, and now do I put a little one on there too? Just one. I think just one.
Because you got little ones.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So, and I'm going to glue him down and stick his wings up. Black silhouettes, yeah. That might be all right, but I like this one. I do. I think it came out pretty good. And it kind of ties to some of the other pages. Sticky. Cheryl's taking notes. I'm not sure that that's... Oh, dear. I guess I'm going to have to take this silly cap off of my glue and soak it or something. I don't know. It keeps getting sticky on the ends of it. Okay.
All right, there she is.
Oh, that is beautiful now, Lisa. It's absolutely gorgeous. So much different than just that the little bit of paint made.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should have left the peach or some leaves or something, but it's too late now.
Are you sure? Baby wipe on top, because that's got Mod Podge on it.
I'm worried that if it only comes off sort of,
yeah,
then it might look worse.
You can always put it back on.
Okay. We'll just start with this.
I mean, just do a little tiny corner and see. Okay, see? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I may need to get more glue out and put in here too. That may be part of the problem. Now, I took that out of there just a minute ago. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. We both rounded our corners. We just thought they looked, I don't know, just a little more fun rounded than they did not. What do you think, Lisa? Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. I'm just not sure how far to go with it.
Doggone it, I forgot to ink the edges. Oh, well, it's done now. Of course, I used the glue that stays, that sticks, you know. If I didn't want it to stick, it would slide all over the place. Okay, well, it's good enough. It's better than it was. All right. I finished another page.
Yay.
Okay. Barbara says, what a difference. And I like it that you took some of that paint back off a little bit too, down there. Don't go too much higher.
Well, I'm just trying to see if I want to get those other leaves.
Okay. Yep. That makes me happy. That one's done. 4 pages are done. 1 tag is done. I'm going to do this other tag.
I think I'm going to do this little flower right here too.
Okay.
And I may wish I hadn't done that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, paint back over that.
See, that's a nice thing. You can paint back over that. Okay, will this fit in there? Yeah, it will. Don't do that.
Okay.
I'm about to finish a tag, so, you know, a page and a
like
tag. That. Oh, yes, that's perfect. Yep.
Yay. Okay.
Now when it dries, it's done.
Okay, now then, I had some things. Oh, I was thinking about, I need to ink this first because I may decide I like it just like this after it's inked.
Yes, you might. Or it might need a bug.
Yeah.
You know, since we seem to be adding bugs. Okay. I was just thinking about one of these other pages that I did and I'm not really happy with because it's just too busy. if maybe these things would show up on there. Because they're enough different. I don't know. Nope. Still
What do you
too.
think about that?
Oh, I love that. That's gorgeous. Thank you, Deborah. Are we going to add stickers? I probably won't add stickers, Cheryl, because I don't really. Well, I have some of those butterfly stickers I could add. They're three-dimensional. Oh, I have some of those. Would be cute in here.
Yeah, I was thinking about adding some of those,
Yeah.
but other than that, I probably won't add stickers because I don't have that many stickers
Right.
that I think would work. If you got stickers that will work, go for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think add anything that you think makes your page look pretty.
That's right. That's the deal. Just make it where you're happy with your page. And there again, that one's they just blend right in, so that's not going to work real well. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Okay. I do think that I'm going to find some kind of words though, because I think that I'm going to want to do for sure. Um, I have. Where did that flower go? There we go.
Okay, I added a little inking on this flower and this one because I wanted that to show up better.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but it does what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, and I think then when you put the butterfly on it, it does make it show up more.
Yeah.
Hi, Kathy.
So I think I'm just going to be happy with it because I want the
Okay,
butterfly to show up. Hi,
there you
Kathy. Hi, Deborah. We're glad you're here.
go. Okay. Now, on this one, I think that it's going to have to be like some of this butterfly kind of thing or dragonfly kind of thing. Okay. I think maybe just the dragonfly. And maybe just right there. What do we think?
I like it.
Or would it be better to put in a couple of butterflies?
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that better. Just because it breaks up the oh, that turned out really pretty, Lisa. I think it breaks up the page a little bit more. So,
Yeah.
okay. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Now let's ink, ink, ink. Let's ink, ink, ink.
Okay, I have to show y'all this. This is what Hannah's
Oh,
drawing. It's a ring hanging on a string around someone's neck. She got a is it Prismacolor?
yeah.
Gold metallic pencil, and then that she used to. Let's see if I can focus a little bit better. There we go.
That's beautiful.
I think so too.
The
Thank you,
jewelry
honey.
designer in her is coming out.
Yeah, Tanya says the jewelry designer in you's coming out. All she needs is one more hobby.
Yeah. Really do have it.
Well, that's going to be difficult too, because she's probably going to have to cut it in wax and then have it cast, and
Yeah, that would be a big investment if you decided to go into that,
or a college
or have
class.
somebody else do it.
Well, I did a bunch of that when I was in college because they had all of the equipment.
That is
So there's
true. That is
um
that is true. That's good. A good thing to think about.
yeah.
We've been planning to take pottery classes
Mhm.
together so that we could use the kilns. The kilns of the clay and everything
Yeah.
up there.
Mhm. Yeah. And
Um,
jewelry class is the same way because like um I mean, you still have to cover the cost of the silver or metal that you use, but
yeah,
and it probably investment, which is the kind of clay that it sits in before it's cast, and probably the wax. But that stuff is the minimal compared to the container to hold the investment and the kiln to heat the whole thing up, and
right.
all of that good stuff. So
Okay, I got
plus
that one back out, but I
it's
don't think that
always
stuff's dry
it's always nice to take a class with like a professional jeweler, which is really fun.
yet. Yeah, I did when I was in art class. I think it was ninth grade. Um, we did a little bit of jewelry with some silver and turquoise.
Hmm.
Made a ring and a bracelet, and in that class we also did a little bit of pottery. We did a little bit of everything in that class. That was an actual worthwhile art class. The
Mm.
Any other one I had in school was I didn't think was worthwhile, but that one was. Um, and I've always thought it would be fun to be able to do more of that kind of thing. I've taken a pottery class. At the college, and I've taken a stained glass class and a flower arranging class and photography classes and all those kinds of things. But it'd be fun to take them with her.
It would. Well, and I don't know, you're not old enough, but I'm old enough now that our the University of West Florida doesn't charge me for classes unless I want credit for them.
Oh, I wish ours would do that. I may have to look into that and see how old you have to be.
Well, and now, of course, you are on the bottom of the list if there's actual paying students that are going to take the class. But from what I was told, 9 times out of 10, you can audit a class and it's free, and
Yeah,
you just have to have the professor's permission, and there has to be room in the class. So, um,
right.
and I would guess that every school is different as far as the um, age.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know that the community college here has a lot of community classes, that are,
Hmm.
that's one of the, oh, hmm.
What's the matter? That's interesting.
Yeah, not sure I want to use it, but I was looking for my one that has colored um, images in it because I think I have some hummingbirds that I thought would be fun. And I meant to look for those before today. But I'm thinking that would look better on maybe on that background.
Well, and that background with that image, with that background, it might be cool to glitter up the background.
Yeah. No, they're too fancy for that.
Okay. Okay. Ta-da!
Yep, I like that. That looks nice.
I like that one too.
And I think you're right. I think if I glitter up the background, they'll look nice on here.
Yeah.
That'll be something different.
Yep. Okay, now I'm thinking about putting this butterfly.
Ooh, I like it.
On this page.
I think it'll be pretty. But if you don't like it, once you look at it actually on there, it'll be pretty somewhere else. So it won't be a wasted effort.
I mean, and now the next thing is should I do some of these little these doodads, some of these little flowers to go with it? I think not. I think just the butterfly.
No, I agree. Just the butterfly.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to put it on cards so that it I can raise it up, I think. Which also means I can cut it out.
So what do you think about adding the butterfly to that?
Well, I think it would tie it to the page. Tie it to your other pages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
It's something different, but the butterfly would tie it to the other pages.
Okay, so we're going to glitter it up and yeah, I'm going to use this. I was going to say I might use my copper glitter. I don't know which one to use.
You don't?
I think I'll use this because it's a image that's about the same color as this.
Yeah, I kind of like the silvery one. That would be what I would do on it, but that's me too. Okay, I need some more of this white stuff right here so I can put this butterfly on it and make it stiff. Yep. Okay, so that I'm going to do for that, so I just got to glue it and get it done. Well, I also have these.
Oh, those look cute too, but they look so tiny compared to that flower.
Yeah, I like this one better. Besides, I kind of like the pink because it pulls out some of the other color. So, okay. Ta-da! Our chat knows that we haven't been paying attention because it's not moving. Again, they're all watching and lurking, and
well,
we know.
I guess we're okay with that.
Yeah. Well, we're not paying very good attention either, so Oh, it's also been 8 minutes again since it moved. So it's been 8 minutes since we noticed it, I guess.
We have 8-minute intervals.
Yeah. Fine, guys. We're fine with that. It's just we're teasing y'all and teasing everybody just for fun. We're just
because we can.
Yeah, because we can. That's right. Because we can.
Okay.
Okay, butterfly. There you go. Now, if I'm smart, between now and next Tuesday, I will cut this stuff out so that I have it ready, right?
Yep. Good grief, it's 4:05 already.
Yeah. And I have to actually cook dinner tonight.
Okay. Well,
You got time to work on another one. Unless you're ready, unless you need to go, hon.
no, I'm just trying to decide what else I
What
want to do
what
because
else you
I've
want
got
to
stuff
do?
drying and
Yep. Um,
I've got.
Barbara says she's been doodling and finally changed her glasses so that she she can doodle. Oh, Mike is here. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike. It's good to see you. We're glad you're here.
They were
Hope
playing
you're doing okay.
Pictionary on Mike's channel last night.
Oh, cool. Okay, I've got to find something to go on these because
I
these
was
are the.
working. I was working, so I just popped in over there and said hello and then left. But oh dear. Kathy had to pick up the cat. There was priorities. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, your babies are a priority over us.
Yeah. Okay. That wet wipe is not any good. This rag system works way better than the wet wipes. It really does. Even if it is an old sock. Well, old socks are the best for dusting. You can put one on each hand and you can spray them and put one on each hand, and then you just dust with the sock at the same time you move stuff. Works really well.
That sounds like it.
Now,
I
here's
have
the deal.
actually done that in the past when I had socks that had no, their mate had run away.
Oh, well, mine, those are not actually mates that run away. They're ones that I actually have worn out um, in the heel of them. So, okay, so let's see here. I think I might want to put some of that on a tag, which would be good to get done today. And I know I have this piece I want to put on a tag, so let's see about doing some of that. Now, if I can find the tags, I've lost the tags, however.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, they're here somewhere, They're in this pile. They just, it's kind of like my art journal covers. I have no idea where they went to. I really don't. Hi, Denver Dazzle. Hello and welcome. Ugh, that was hard to say.
We're glad you're here.
And I know my tea fairy's in the other room, and he didn't come ever find out if I needed tea.
Well,
Oh, he heard me. I don't know what he said, but he heard me.
So
My guess is, he said, "Do you need me to come get your tea?" So
probably. I got to find something to go on top of this green stuff. I thought it was going to be so easy to do when I put it in there, but
okay. Hello, Ashley Coggins, and my husband, my tea fairy just said, "How did I know he was not sleeping?"
Hi, Ashley. We're glad you're here.
I didn't know that you weren't sleeping, but almost. He says he was almost asleep. Oh, that's pretty, Lisa. You may have to cut them kind of close to make them look good.
Yeah, I think it'll just kind of be.
Yeah.
Stick it on there. But I think I like that idea. So,
Denver Dazzle, do you have a name, a given name you would like us to call you? Now, we always tell everyone we will try to remember, but we never make promises because neither one of us are really good at remembering. But we have a list.
We'll write it down.
We do write it down, and try to. Okay, so I put that on there like that. That's kind of cool. Or I could give it more. Oh, kind of like that. Thank you very much, sweetie. Are you all right? You look awful tired.
I feel tired.
Oh, dear. Denver Dazzle is Rachel.
Rachel. I'm going to write it down, Rachel. We're glad you're here.
Yes, we are.
I got to do a new list because my
yeah,
names are all out of order now.
I've been going to ask Jeffrey to do it for us, but what I have to do is ask him to do it and then send it to you, and you'll have to add anything that I've missed because I might not have gotten them all written down.
Yeah, well, that would be fine. I can do that.
Okay. Oh, I put a extra letter in there too. So I'll tell you, Rachel is a hard name for me to write because my sister named her daughter Rachel, and it's the funniest spelling of Rachel I've ever seen. And I actually have to keep it written down in my phone so that I can write this poor child's name on a card or a birthday card or something, because
Right.
I honestly cannot spell it. It's okay, so I'm going to do that just like that, I think. Oh, yeah. Well, Barbara, I have to be able to look at it just real quick. That's the thing, is that when I see somebody come in to chat, if I had to grab a book, it would disappear. If I have it which is pinned right over there, it's pinned to my thing that holds my camera.
Yeah, that's where mine is. Only mine's just taped up there, but.
Mm-hmm. Well, mine had a piece of tape, but it didn't stay, so I stuck a pin in the tape, is what I did. So, okay, so I'm going to do those two, just plain like that for the time being. Let's see what else I can do. And I have this napkin, and it has this cool thing over there, which is different than the other page. So I wonder what would happen if I put it on here, kind of like this.
Okay, now that I've cut this out, I'm wondering if I shouldn't glue it onto cardstock and then put it on, or if I should go ahead and let this come through it.
It's a strong thing, but that green is strong too.
Yeah, I'm going to take it off the rest of the napkin and see if that'll help me figure it out.
Awesome, Rachel. I'm really glad that you found our channels. I think it was Rachel made the comment on your post, because I had commented that she found me because of a comment I made.
Oh, well, yes, I think you're right. I think that's right.
I'm glad that you found us.
Yep. 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 The more the merrier. More people
And
playing.
so the one thing about it, Lisa, if you put it on cardstock, you know that the background will not show through. If
Yeah.
you don't put it on cardstock, then what does it, what is it going to do? And are you going to like it? That's the question. That is the question. Okay, so we got that there.
I actually think I will like it if it shows through.
I almost think you might, because that one is really strong, but it's really hard telling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty one, Rachel. I'm not sure. I think Lisa must have sent me that one.
Which one?
This blue one. This one.
Yeah, I did.
I thought so. Oh, okay. Throw things on the floor. Okay, I had a bird out here earlier. I know. Oh, this might be a good. Oh, this would be a good one for my peacock.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
It would. It would.
2.
Okay, let's move these
All
out
right.
of the way. I've got too many things in this little space.
Okay.
Okay,
I
these
don't think, though, that I like the stripes on the bottom of the peacock.
I don't think I do either. I know you didn't ask me, but I'm telling you anyway.
No, I started to ask you your opinion. I was asking your opinion when you answered. I don't even think I like this band right there. I think I need to bring the peacock right down to the bottom edge.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I need that. Yes, Kathy, that's the thing, is that if you're especially if you're going to fussy cut an image, leaving the napkin together means that it is way easier to cut the napkin. If you're just going to outline cut it's easier to do that with the water brush after the fact. But if you're going to try to actually cut it out, it's way easier to cut it this way. And what I am going to do right now is I'm going to cut it all the way down to cut the second image out.
And I agree, Barbara, that painting white behind it would make it pop. I just don't think I paint well enough to know exactly where to paint behind it to make that happen, which is why I'm lazy and I just glue it onto cardstock and then put it down when I want that.
Okay, but now I'm going to take this apart.
No.
Yep. Okay. And I'm going to use my little water brush and take it. And I'm going to leave that in there, I think. I think I'm going to leave that little bit of stuffs. We'll see. On my page.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't like this straight edge over here, so we're gonna take it off. And that way it doesn't look so harsh on the page because it's softened up. Okay, that's enough to glue for now. Also, y'all remember, if you want to have something pop from the background, the paint white behind the part of the image. Yeah. Oh, Lisa, I like it with it straight down. It's going to show more when it dries.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, and I need to take a little more out of that right there. Yep. Oh. Oh, I'll tell you, I was binding a book the other day, and it is so hot. It was sticking to my fingers. The wax linen, the wax on it. Oh, it kept tying itself in knots. I had the worst time, and I had it. I had the air conditioner on and everything, but and the fans and everything, but it was just awful the way that the wax linen was sticking to me. It's like I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just too hot.
It's a wintertime thread.
Yeah, I guess so, but I don't want to wait for winter to do my project. So
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to see how my glue things are doing.
okay. Uh-oh. Okay, come on now. Just go on there properly. There we go.
They're still wet. I mean, they don't feel wet, but they feel really cold. You can tell they're still really dry.
Yep.
And they will cut better if they're really dry.
Yeah. That's just some recliner work for tonight.
Yeah, that's true. Oh. Okay. So let's think about oh, those are going on this one. I had stuff for this.
What did I
yet.
Yeah, what did I do? That's what I keep doing. I was like, okay, I know I had to plan. What was my plan? I don't remember anymore.
I'm trying to decide what to do on this one. I'm thinking about just painting in these big flowers.
I'm gonna have to do some of that on that one that just didn't come out quite right, but I haven't really wanted to deal with it yet.
Holly says the flamingos on the green makes a bold statement. It reminds me of the colors of the bathroom in my first house.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not quite the pink that we have in our bathroom. It's more baby pink. I think if it was flamingo pink, I'd be all right with it. But instead, it's like baby pink. And forest green. Why would anybody do a bathroom that was baby pink and forest green? Don't know.
I do not know.
Yeah, apparently that was the thing. I don't know. Doesn't really matter because until there's a really good reason to have to redo the bathroom, it's in good condition and it's gonna stay that way. Hi, here, Posca pen.
Yeah. Couldn't think of anything else to do on this page, so.
See, I could tell it was a Posca pen.
I may regret it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right. I'm thinking that in the end, this bird might get some gold glitter. I think well, it's actually kind of coppery glitter, but I think it'll come out kind of gold. Um, Rachel, I have used the cling wrap you want to make sure you use don't, you want to make sure you test it because not all cling wrap is created equal.
Yeah, the one time I tried it, I had unequal cling wrap and it didn't work.
But I cling wrapped a napkin into a book page in my fairy journal. The biggest thing is I didn't think about ahead of time the fact that the pages behind it, underneath where I was ironing, um, had Mod Podge on them, and I melted some of the Mod Podge on one of my pages. So you want to do it to something that does not have anything else on it. Is what I'm trying to say. But it's a really cool technique, and I love the way it goes down. It feels really nice. Barbara says 70 colors. I think she's talking about Posca pens. Not
No,
sure.
I think she's talking about the forest green and baby pink.
Oh, 70s colors. Yes. I don't know because the house was built in the 50s. I think in the 50s, maybe in the 70s. I don't remember. Wait a minute. It's 2020, so 70s is probably right. I'm surprised Jeffrey didn't tell me because he usually would have piped up and told me. Okay, that was not good. That wasn't good. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah! I don't mind wrinkles, but that wasn't. I'm just not doing this right today. I got way too much Mod Podge on that page, I guess.
Well, I hope Mike's just busy and not sick. Holly said Mike's not talking. He must be sick.
Oh, yeah. I hope not. He may have popped in and then disappeared.
That's possible.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and do the flowers in the black or use a white Posca pen on the flowers.
Hmm.
I don't think a white will really show up much.
No, how about black and then white dots in the black? The way you did the butterflies on the other one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had enough Mod Podge on there to last 3 lifetimes. I just put Mod Podge on that whole tag without putting anything new. It was all just in my brush. No wonder I had an issue. Now I'm going to need some from the front side, but he might be working, Holly. Um, I'm trying to think. He should have everything planted by now, but that doesn't mean he's not on the tractor.
Oh, I almost left this one out.
Uh-oh. You'd have seen it in a little while and gone, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody's working today, Holly. That's what it's happened more than once. Everybody's working. So when Lisa finishes that page, we're probably going to need to go. So
Maybe before Lisa finishes this page
oh, okay. It's
because
one
I'm
of
not
those
sure
things.
what else to do.
I see. Well, this is the page I'm talking about. I'm going to have to paint. I'm going to have to do
Yeah.
something to make these show up more.
Yeah.
And I might, you know what I might do with it is I might use my my Inktense pencils. I paint it with Inktense because then the stuff will still show through.
Yeah.
I have
That
to think
sounds
about
good.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ink around this little guy in black and stick him down. I don't think I want to do white dots on this one.
Okay. You know, this one is going to have something, but it's going to have something very simple. I'm wondering if it will just be like one of these things. Maybe one of, maybe I should stamp out. I need some book paper.
One thing I've got to do between now and next week is find words.
Yeah, me too, because I really think I'm going to need some.
I've got some cut out, if I can remember where they are, that were from Life's Little Instruction Book
Okay.
that I thought might be fun to have one of those on each page.
Uh-huh.
It's the only thing I can think of that I know I've already got that would be kind of, on a theme.
Well, and see, that's the thing. I don't know that I have anything that.
But I've also got these, and they're in bright, pretty colors. That might be fun to put one of these little scripture things out of my bread
Oh.
on here. Let's see, there's pink and green, turquoise, blue, yellow, orange. I thought I saw purple. Oh, that may be all. May just be those colors over and over. That's
Well,
kind of
but
coral. So that's another thought.
you could use more than one of the same color. I mean,
Oh yeah. It just looks like there's a lot more.
colors. Then when you start pulling it out, it's not.
Right.
I'm just wondering if adding in a couple more butterflies would finish that. It has to be the little ones. What does that look like to you? Like this little tiny one, maybe a couple of those?
I think that'd be cute.
I mean, this page
Because
has got a lot of,
that one really shows up. If
yeah,
you put one up on that leaf up at the top too, yeah.
uh-huh. And just a couple of them, but I need to probably back them with something too, so that because I think I'm doing that 3D thing, and I think it kind of works. I kind of like the way it works, and anything colors is gonna just be, and anything big is just gonna be too much too. I think a couple of little ones. So
Yeah.
I will just put these all onto some cardstock. I had a piece of cardstock. Okay. That way they can dry.
Okay.
I can do that.
I think I like that one. Once I add some words to it, I think I'll be happy with it.
Yep.
And I'm definitely happy with that one.
I was gonna say that one's beautiful.
And surely I've done something else besides that today. Oh, there's one.
I do know that I'm not progressing very quickly. That much I know. So, you know. Oh dear, it's bad. Yep.
Well,
So,
let's see. Today is the 16th.
yeah.
We have 4 more times. I think we're going to be fine.
I think we'll be fine. You know, we might have to get ourselves a little more organized, but we'll do all right.
We'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be good. If I had done the cutting out I was supposed to do in the first place, and I did stop to talk to Jana, so it was I did go do that. So.
Oh, I think I like that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's very simple. And it. Yes, I think I like it. I've been trying to use this one on pages all day, but I didn't like any of them as good as I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty. So
okay, I'm going to glue it down, and
you're going to glue it down before we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to glue it down and call it done. I think I'm going to Mod Podge it though.
Yeah, I would Mod Podge it, that for sure, because that one is not going to stay down otherwise. Organize the swap to. Okay. Ta-da! Well, I finished 2 pages, didn't I? Didn't I finish 2 pages? I think I did. Let me see. I will. No, I finished 2 pages in the tag because all I had to do was glue this last piece down on the tag. But all I did was just glue butterflies on. And this has a little issue. I don't know what's causing that. Look at this. It's got this white spot in the middle of it. Right there.
Huh. I bet you can cover that up with something.
Well, I'll have to if it stays white like that, because I'm not going to like that. Not. That wasn't where I was going to put my hummingbird, but that may be where my hummingbird ends up.
Kathy. She says 2 pages. That's like 1 1/4 hours per page.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Yeah, and Kathy, the biggest problem about it is all I did was put butterflies on these 2 pages.
The other stuff
So
was already there.
the other stuff was already there. Oh, I inked them. So
Oh, there you go. See?
I did ink them. So now I have a total of 5 pages and 2 cards and 2 tags done. Yeah, 5 pages, 2 tags.
Let's see what I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I only have 2 more than you because you got 2 tags. I have 0 tags.
Yes,
Plus,
well,
you've got pockets on 2 of your pages. So
yes, but the pocket pages are pages I counted as being done. So that I mean that really didn't count because turning them into pockets didn't take 5 seconds. So,
well, then I
now,
don't know what the problem is, Tanya.
I don't know. It's just
Oh,
I don't know. Brain. Now I do have several over here with a plan, which is better than I have had.
well, that's good. Yeah, I've got some
Yeah.
plans too. Now that I think about it, I forgot I've got that one that's being glittered to add
Mhm.
this to. So I have a plan there, and I have some stuff that's glued down to cut out to go on here.
Right.
So okay, I feel better. We're
Yeah.
gonna do it. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, Susie's got to go, and we're going to go too, Susie. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you came in.
Thank you for
And
coming. We're glad you came. Thank you,
yep,
everybody.
yep. We're going to get off here. We'll talk to you all later.
Okay. God bless you. Have a great day.
Bye bye.